Hey hey! Salut à tous et à toutes, mesdames et messieurs, j'espère que vous allez bien. Ici GeekYoshii de retour sur un nouvel épisode de... Well, Wuthering Waves. Un petit retour sur cette petite masterpiece, hein. Et honnêtement, on va se plonger un petit peu plus dans la suite de l'histoire, donc refaire un petit peu le tour du monde, refaire un peu voir les petites séquences, les petites zones qu'on n'a pas encore explorées et tout. Évidemment, il y a eu quelques petits trucs qui ont été faits hors stream, évidemment. Puis, on va voir plus tard si on arrive peut-être à Paul Yinlin. Qui sait, hein? Ça va peut-être si j'arrive à la pole, on va peut-être avoir une chance de pole pour son arme aussi, hein. On se croise les doigts. Donc, évidemment, c'est un épisode sans commentaire, donc profitez de l'histoire, profitez de l'expérience. On se retrouve à la fin de l'épisode pour mon compte rendu sur ma session d'aujourd'hui. Je vous dis à plus tard, mesdames et messieurs. Profitez-en. Enjoy. Ciao.
All is fair in war.
The experiments have been going smoothly, but we still can't... The artificial retroactive rain project has advanced to its second phase. We have various evidence that this ancient civilization was the Whining Axe's Maya at some point. We believed we could recreate that divine miracle with the artificial retroact rain. Have we been mistaken? We have no time left. The artificial controllable tacit field should be complete by now. We'll have to rely on our backup plan. That Fraxidus overseer has been really generous with his sponsorship. It would have taken us much longer to build this place without him. Though he loves to meddle with our experiments a bit too much. Well, he's our patron. Can't do anything about that. This lab's location is a bit too remote for me. But I'm okay with it, as long as we can keep doing our research.
Yeah. Where else could us maniacs possibly go?
The committee kicked us out like trash. They'll never understand. As Professor Hysen stated, we are embarking on a monumental endeavor with the power to redefine humanity's future. This time, we will make the divine miracle we saw happen again for all of humanity to behold. How's Subject A038 doing lately?
It has yet to assume a concrete form or exhibit vocalization behavior. In most cases, it remains motionless. However, we notice some behavioral discrepancies from our initial expectations, and further observation and research would be necessary.
It's merely a replica after all. It's far from the true form of those gods. By the way, things have been mysteriously disappearing lately. Any idea?
You notice it too. Thought I was imagining things. And there's weird noises at the lab late at night. I suspect it is something to do with Subject A038. Lately, its frequencies have always displayed signs of hunger. But it's been under strict surveillance. That couldn't possibly be 8038, right?
I'll go check the security cameras once more. Let's increase its rations. We can't afford to let it go hungry. After all, it's our last hope now.
It's time. I trust you can use it to the full. It's time.
Now, this is the last room.
Alto! Rover! Encore spotted something!
Stay calm.
Stay behind me. A worthwhile expedition.
It's getting closer. These will be my final words. If only I had more. I thought my enemies were misconceptions, waning passion, and my own ignorance. Only in the end did I realize time is my ultimate foe. I became blindsided by my fear of death and insatiable thirst for truth, eventually derailing our research. It was too late when I finally came back to my senses. We had already walked into that false gate. Now, I'm leaving my last realization behind. They are our past, but they are also our future. Had I realized it sooner, there might have been a chance to get things back on track. The future being hailing from our past. Please save us once again. Please keep pushing forward until you reach the real gate that can change the world.
Wow! She's so pretty!
Rover, about this person. Knew it. Great! Now that power's been restored, the elevator should work. The beacon signal is coming from below. Let's go.
Wow! A big, clunky monster!
Damn! Those savants never run out of new surprises for us. The signal's coming from it. Did it swallow our resonance beacon? Looks like peace is in motion. Guys, brace yourself. We'll need to take it down.
Alto, we doing it like we usually do?
Of course.
Then this big guy is Encore's to tackle. Cosmos! Cloudy! Attack!
Let me figure out its weakness. Let me figure out its... Let me figure out its weakness. I see. It's cobbled together from these metal parts. We should target its joints. Use the fallen parts to counter its attacks and destroy its unstable structure.
Here comes Encore!
Target confirmed. Caution. Exterminate. War spares no one. Saw that coming. Die is cast. Stand down.
Leave it to me. Oh, luminous energy. Photosynthesis. Going against wind. Here we go again. No one picks on Encore's friends. Leave me alone! Oh.
Phew! Job done.
Anka is strong! Told ya! But why did they keep that big guy here?
According to our findings earlier, researchers who worked here were probably only a small faction of the Corte Savante Committee. They were likely studying an ancient civilization they deemed to be divine beings, but later got denounced from the CSC due to their extreme methods. Somehow, they believed this ancient civilization had once visited the mire, which led to their attempts at recreating those past events with artificial retroact rain. And when they failed to recreate the retroact rain, they resorted to making a replica of the lost civilization instead. To get their desired results faster, they started feeding this replica various frequencies, data sets, and mechanical constructs. And we've seen what that ended up with. It turned into a monster, driven by the frequencies of hunger, devouring everything in its path. It was probably the culprit behind the disappearance of those folks. And I suspect the Fraxidus Overseer mentioned in that log may have something to do with it all. Those researchers, they were too obsessed with validating the divine miracle they experienced. They eventually got lured into the monster's frequencies of hunger and willingly walked into its maw. The monster devoured them, but not with its teeth. Their own delusions and fear were their undoing in the end. What a crazy bunch. So, Rover, now it's time for me to fulfill my promise. What do you want to know about the Black Shores? As you already know, we monitor and research the Lament, and we've got resonance beacons set up in every nation worldwide. The island our headquarters are built on is in fact a massive piece of tacitite ore, which powers our various energy-intensive operations. This Blake Bloom is a product of that overflowing energy on the island. Our island is located in the perfect spot to accurately monitor the Lament, ensuring precise predictions. That being said, the Lament's behavior is constantly changing, and we are still studying to understand its true nature. All we can do for now is observe the Lament, study its patterns, and provide early warnings to countries worldwide. What do you want to know about the Black Shores? All right, no more beating around the bush. Yeah, we've had our eyes on you. But please, trust me, we don't mean anything bad. We just wanted to make sure you're a dependable ally. The Black Shores members all work together to save the world from the Lament crisis. We've got talents from all walks of life, including skilled hackers, explosive experts, and even feng shui masters. You name it, we have it. We like your skills and methods. So what do you say? Ready to jump on board? What do you want to know about the Black Shores? Camellia? Course we do! Yeah, she can be kinda unhinged, but she's indeed one of ours. Just so you know, she only took up this mission because of you. Quite the charmer, aren't you? So you've met her already? Nice! Save me some time introducing. What do you want to know about the Black Shores? We just received a warning from our lament detection system. Another Threnodian is about to revive near Jinzhou City. So, we came here to inform Jinzhou's magistrate about it. Yes, entire countries have been destroyed. We're not letting such tragedies happen again. What do you want to know about the Black Shores? I'm just an insignificant consultant at the Black Shores, so I don't know that much about all its hidden secrets. But I believe the piece of intel I'm about to share with you will make this trip worth your effort. This is not the first time you've been reawakened. Last time, you woke up at the Black Shores. Rover, we share the same goal. We're both aiming to fight against the Threnodians and prevent the Lament crisis.
Yep, Encore can prove it. The Threnodian is a bad, bad guy, and Encore and Alto are the heroes of justice. So we're gonna stop the bad guys.
I understand. Trust isn't something you could afford to give out that easily. Remember the Blake bloom I gave you earlier? It's more than just a symbol. It also holds the key to our headquarters. I'm sure it'll come in handy for you. Phew! Anyway, mission accomplished! We've got the resonance beacon secured, plus a sweet bonus of Cortes Savante's big secrets. Glad I got you on board, Rover. Looking forward to our future collaborations. Oops, almost forgot. Gotta check the resonance beacon again, just in case. Wait, this is... No, it can't be.
Hey, Alto! Wait! Encore heard lightning. When there's lightning, it's gonna rain. And when it's gonna rain, Encore should bring an umbrella. Oh, no. Alto said when it rains like this, we hide.
No. This is... It's the real Retroact Ring.
Rover, Jinzhou. Jinzhou is under attack. It's a TD outbreak.
This rain, it's finally happening.
General.
Yes, how's it going?
We have 500 remaining soldiers prepared and medically cleared for combat. After receiving the antidote for Retroact Rain, they have reported minimal hallucinations and no adverse effects. However, a few veterans still reported sporadic sightings of phantoms in the rain.
I see. Stay alert. We will continue as planned. Report any signs of potential TD outbreaks immediately. We march on to the Northfall Barrens as soon as the rain stops.
Aye, sir.
Stronger emotional connection to the affected area leads to more intense hallucinations. That's what they said. I should go for another round of inspection. Make sure everything is going as planned.
Let's join the Riverside Games after we beat that monster.
The Riverside Games?
You won first place in the last armed race, remember? Don't back out now. I already counted you in.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. This should be another illusion from the past. If everything goes well, perhaps we can hold it again this year.
This guy packs a serious punch. It's already so powerful in my hands. When I'm just an ordinary person. Now, if I was a resonator...
Careful. Tacitite weapons are not so safe to operate.
Rest assured, I'll take out those monsters before it blows up in my face.
The Ministry of Development once designed a weapon for non-resonator units to combat tacit discords. As non-resonators lack the necessary forte to control the weapon, and prolonged exposure to tacitite energy posed health risks, designers limited its output for safety reasons. That's why the weapons couldn't operate at full power. After taking over as general, I revamped the Midnight Rangers' recruitment tactics. Our primary combat units now consist of resonators, with a significant decrease in non-resonator members who have been reassigned to support roles. I still remember the admirable courage in those ordinary people's eyes as they volunteered to join the military. But I cannot let more unnecessary casualties happen.
The plan is simple. We will use the cliffs as a boundary to divide the battlefield into two. Our ranged units will secure the high ground, while our ground forces charge through the narrow valley. Meanwhile, we will deploy resonators to the suspended ruins, where most of the tacit discords are located. Squads 2 and 3 will flank, while General GeekYoshii leads Squad 1 to break their front line. Our goal is to shift from defense to offense and disrupt their strategies. Everything is at stake here. In a word, it's victory or death.
Our strategic plan was crafted 3 years ago, taking into account the terrain in Northfall Barrens. Its value remains crucial today, but now, our enemies are even stronger than before. There could be unknown risk factors. We must devise a new plan for the current situation.
General.
We've got all equipment repaired, tactite weapons adjusted and given to the resonators. Non-resonators are also equipped and prepared for action. But the rain's getting heavier. Should we take shelter for the time being? One of our combat medics claims it's no ordinary downpour, and he strongly advises holding off any moves until it clears. Though young, his sharp intuition has been proven in previous battles. You've seen it firsthand. However, I do agree this will be our last chance at organizing another attack. Sir, his name is... Gian. General, help. Please, help me.
What do you make of this, Gian? Maybe you are right. The rain just happened out of nowhere. It's indeed unusual, but... this is our only chance. The enemy we've been yearning to destroy is finally right before us. And now, you're asking me to sit back and do nothing because of some phantoms. Silence. Is this your response? Or is it fear holding your tongue? No. I see. You're no different. We fear, we bleed, we suffer, and in the end, we'll all die on the battlefield. But what about your brethren, friends, and comrades, as you witness them viciously slain before your eyes, one by one? Will you still remain silent when their souls demand an answer? There is no other choice. We must trample the pile of corpses at our feet and push on. Keep barking orders. Keep fighting until every last one of those monsters is gone. The retroact rain merely creates illusions of past events. My soldiers will not succumb to those hallucinations. I will not allow it. We'll crush anything in our path, no questions asked. And I will pave the way for us all with my forte. If tens, hundreds, thousands more of my men will die, so be it. We will win this battle by any means necessary. John, I have a question for you. What would you have done on that day if you were in my position? Whatever you say, I'll never answer those brave souls with such silence and cowardice. Prove yourself to me, Gian. Caught you off guard, didn't they? Just like what happened on that rainy night. Yes, go on. Keep fighting.
Fear no more.
Fight until the last of them is wiped out.
General GuerrE Lin. We fight to protect what we cherish. We cherish our comrades not out of cowardice or fear, but out of trust. The trust in their lives' worth. I cannot assure you I am always making the right choice, General. But we should never build our victory on top of endless sacrifices.
Is that so? As I see it, you're cut from the same cloth, you and I.
Perhaps we are indeed, General. I share at least one thing with you. I too will draw my blade to fight for what I believe in, and I'll stop at nothing to see it through.
General! General, you look pale.
I'm fine. Please go on.
We just detected an intense frequency reaction from that tacit field ahead. That moon, it's gradually turning full now, as you predicted. The sky, it looks just like how it was during the battle beneath the crescent.
It's time.
Sir, the Midnight Rangers are ready. We await your orders.
Attention all troops. Take position and get ready to engage.
Sir.
When the moon turns full, a roving traveler shall return. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Here they are. They're not coming at us. Are they trying to protect something, or are they waiting for commands? With a TD outbreak of this magnitude and organization, someone must be orchestrating it. Could it be?
It looks almost full now, and the retroact rain falling. Rover? Maybe this is the right time Madam Magistrate was talking about.
Citizens of Jinzhou, please remain calm and evacuate in an orderly manner as we practiced during previous drills.
It's a pre-recorded broadcast message. Our magistrate saw this coming and she had General Jian devise an emergency plan a long time ago. We knew this was coming and we were ready, but oh boy, the amount of TDs is insane. Thanks for coming in time, Rover. It would have taken us much longer to handle this. Oh, Director Tao Chi is here too. For a better rundown of the situation, you can find her near the city gate.
I must send these supplies to our men.
You're injured. Please go get yourself patched up first.
Zhuxia's right. Please leave it to us.
Ugh. Okay.
Thank you. Rover, Yang Yang and I need to get this stuff delivered. Director Tao Chi should be at the Northern Pass. We'll go meet you there as soon as we're done. I'm scared.
Shh. Everything will be all right. Look, the patrollers and guards are all here to help. Those bad monsters won't stand a chance, but it's getting dangerous outside. We'll get you home real quick. Oh, hi, Rover. I'm Ling Yang from the Lion Dance Troupe. Thank you so much for your help. If you don't mind, here's some food. Please have some. Ugh. Those damn tacit discords. They just keep showing up out of... But worry not. The Lion Dance Troupe is here. We'll teach them a lesson. No one can beat us when it comes to morale.
This lesion looks bad. Please stay still.
My wounds are closing up. Thank you, Miss Verena.
It's nothing. Glad I could help. Rover, are you all right? Let me heal you if you got injured. Jinzhou is such a beautiful place. The plants here are incredibly resilient. It's heartbreaking to imagine all of them getting wiped out from this war. I still have some herbs with me, Rover. They can help your wounds heal. I hope it helps.
Are you still up for another fight or two?
Don't underestimate us, sir. Absolutely. We'll make sure those TDs leave defeated.
Good. That's the spirit. Remember what I've taught you. Safety first. Then take down as many of them as you can. Understood?
Aye, sir.
Any update on the protective barrier?
We've put in all our resources to repair it, but if those tacit discords keep coming at us, it might not hold up for long. Ah, I presume you must be Rover. Maybe we've met somewhere before. Anyway, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Tao Chi, a director at the Ministry of Development. I'm in charge of our defense fortifications. Thank you for lending us a hand.
What's more, the current TD outbreak we're dealing with is directly caused by the retroact rain.
Once the protective barrier breaks down, tacit discords could manifest from inside Jinzhou City.
Rover, remember what I told you earlier? The retroact rain is essentially condensed droplets of remnant energy that fall from the etheric sea. This remnant energy makes it a magnet for tacit discords. It records events from all times and places, allowing those who come in contact with it to witness illusions of past events. That's what we call the phantoms of retroact rain. It kind of works like how resonators resonate with the world. The more you're exposed to the rain, the more realistic those phantoms become. Oh, and here's another interesting fact about the retroact rain. When it's raining across a large area, illusions pulled from the memories of multiple people can manifest at once. Nice catch, Rover. Jinzhou has been a battleground for centuries. That's why it has to deal with the Threnodian that represents the concept of war. And wars will lead to deaths. Once the retroact rain reaches its final stage, there'll be thousands of phantoms. Phantoms of dead soldiers and tacit discords.
This is the one major threat that has been looming over Jinzhou. Our magistrate ordered the construction of this barrier precisely because of that. Indeed, the phantoms should only mechanically repeat what they had been doing. They shouldn't have the ability to interfere with reality. But the retroact rain can be significantly enhanced through the Threnodian's power. As a result, said phantoms become increasingly realistic, to the point of inflicting real harm on humans. In that battle 3 years ago, our soldiers got into a gruesome fight against countless tacit discords, either native to Northville Barrens or produced by retroact rain and endless swarms of phantoms. Phantoms of tacit discords and our fallen soldiers repeated their indiscriminate attacks on everything in their sight. Soldiers could not tell friends from foe. The relentless rain even recreated the brutal deaths of their comrades, etched in vivid detail. The Northville Barrens turned into a living hell, and to this day, we can still hear the desperate cries.
The battle beneath the Crescent was humanity's first recorded encounter with retroact rain enhanced by Threnodian power. Your previous general sent back valuable video recordings of the rain. Those videos provided crucial information, which allowed nations worldwide to speed up their research on defense against the retroact rain. Our people at the Black Shores have theorized that the Threnodian abnormal moon sightings and the retroact rain may be linked. Yeah, something like that. But it's only a theory. We don't have enough data to verify anything. So, unfortunately, we can't predict retroact rains yet, but we know it's closely connected with Threnodians reviving. The TD outbreaks are another sign.
The moon just changed in an instant. If this theory turns out to be true, that means...
And Jinzhou's dealing with what happened 3 years ago. The Threnodians' revival is never an independent occurrence. They could sense one another through some form of telepathic link. The revival of a Threnodian in Jinzhou will trigger catastrophic events and affect other nations. We gotta hustle back to the Tethys base, recalibrate our lament detector, and warn them before it's too late. Anyway, we'll take our leave now.
Please stay safe.
That's all we've gathered so far, Rover. The TD outbreaks won't stop before the end of this reign. We must stay alert.
Mom, there's another wave of them ahead.
Speak of the devil. I'll need to take a very long nap after this.
Activate the defense mechanisms! Everyone, hold your ground! Oh, bring it on! That sucks to be you.
The TDs here have been dealt with. Let's go reinforce the outpost. It's still under attack.
Thank you. Some of us are still fighting in there. We must go help them.
Don't worry, I've got this. Lions rumble, evil crumble.
Finally.
We made it! Oh, thank you so much!
It's dangerous here. Let's head back first.
Please tell me this is the last one. Rover, your moves are sharp as always. Dealing with so many TDs seem like a walk in the park for you.
Rover, did you see that?
Now, it's almost identical to what we saw 3 years ago, during the battle beneath the Crescent. I'm afraid we're already running out of time.
Report the situation, please.
Madam Magistrate, the barrier has been fully repaired, and we've evacuated all residents. We've successfully minimized the damage.
Well done, Director Tauchi. Indeed. It's been a while, Rover. It's been going according to plan, if I may say so. I was made aware of this in advance, and planned out our defense beforehand. Now that we are facing such an emergency, I cannot sit back and wait for Dewey to save us. I will act and see my duty through. This is my decision. I have secured some much-needed aid for our city during my visit to the capital. Also, our experts should be ready by now. Rover, do you still remember Dewey's message for you? Now we have raindrops that fall upstream, and the Midnight Rangers General in the Norfall Barrens, ready to take on the Overthrax. This must be the right time Dewey was talking about. Rover, it's going to be dangerous. You might directly confront a Threnodian. On the entire Jinzhou's behalf, I am immensely grateful for your assistance, Rover. You will be remembered as a heroic ally in our defense against external threats, regardless of the outcome of this battle. May victory prevail the lasting night. I will pray for your safe return.
Rover, I have informed border checkpoints across Jinzhou about your trip to the front line. You have been granted unlimited access to all places. Yang Yang, you're one of our outriders. I hope you can go with Rover and provide assistance. You'll need to pass through a tacit field to reach our base in the Desert Rock Highland. Please, be careful.
Rover, Yang Yang, I'll be keeping the city safe as a patroller. Do come back in one piece, okay? Wow, thanks, Rover. Can't believe you still remember that title. I'll live up to it for sure.
It seems the rain is not stopping anytime soon.
The city. What if... Rest assured, you can count on me.
I will keep everyone safe.
Me too.
Don't forget us, Lion Dance Troupe.
We got this!
As you can see, everyone's ready to defend our city.
Rover, Yang Yang, safe travels.
I've informed General Jian that you're heading to his place. He will be meeting up with you soon.
May victory prevail the lasting night.
Defend the south gate. Enemy attack weakening. This wave is almost over.
North Gate! TDs incoming!
Our enemies are spent. Hold your ground!
It's over!
All tacit discords nearby have been dealt with. Now the city's defense. Please update me on the situation in Jinzhou City.
Under Madam Magistrate's command, the barrier has been activated, and citizens are being evacuated to the safe zone. Washu Academy and Ministry of Development are on standby for further instructions. Baiju is overseeing operations at the Academy, while Mortophy has arrived at the Ministry. Rest assured, we are all safe in the city. And that Rover, he is heading over to meet you. Yang Yang is coming with him.
I see. We have successfully contained the outbreak here at the base. I will go pick them up as soon as possible. The rain's getting heavier. There are signs of tacit discords reviving. Intense frequency fluctuations detected. They'll be passing through that area. I must create a safe passage for them. I need to clear the way for them as quickly as possible. Couple more tacit discords here. Time to get rid of them. Is that the thundering Memphis?
The Threnodian's revival has done significant damage to the environment nearby. Things have gotten even more dangerous out here. The closer we get to Northville Barrens, the worse it gets. The streams feel heavy with dread and the smell of blood. There must be a brutal fight going down in the Desert Island. The Tacit field director Tauchi mentioned should be right up ahead. We must pass through it to reach our base and find General GN. I wonder what other anomalies await us ahead. Is that one of our phantoms contain a lot of remnant energy? These Tacit discords might be coming after it. The rain is spreading across Desert Rock Island. I can feel chaos growing in the streams. We must hurry. Those soldiers, more Tacit discords. Be careful. Let me be your blade.
Swift and resolute.
The rhetoric brain's effects are worsening. We must proceed with caution. There, another wounded soldier. The streams are stabilizing. I don't feel anything unusual about him. He's not a phantom.
Are you Yang Yang? Oh, thank goodness.
What happened here?
The thundering Memphis. It came back. I'm part of the Deso Rock Highland Supply Transport Team. This is where our supply station is. We work to keep our soldiers alive. We were on our way. Had to go through this Tacit field. Thundering Memphis. The rain brought it back to life, crushing our transport. In the end, I barely escaped. I can't move anymore. This place, it's dangerous. Careful, please.
Watch out!
It's him, General
Thundering Memphis. We must bring it down to keep pushing forward. Break! Retreat to advance.
Let me be your blade.
Shake the shakeless.
Ready for battle. Now. Fear no more.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. The end has come.
Be gone!
We did it!
The thundering Memphis is a blend of countless fallen soldiers' reverberations. As long as more soldiers are still dying here, it will always return. Not to mention, countless souls of our brave soldiers remain trapped in this rain to this day.
General.
Sorry. I should have arrived sooner. Yes. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ti-Yun, the current General of the Midnight Rangers. Madam Magistrate and Tao Chi have informed me of your willingness to assist us. Thank you for lending us a hand. I should properly welcome you with Huang Lon's formalities, but as the current situation forbids that, I'll brief you on our plans as fast as possible. I've heard about your deeds from Madam Magistrate. You are a trustworthy ally, according to her. Here, Retroact Rain Antidote, developed by the Academy. While the antidote cannot shield you from its effects entirely, it should at least lessen the hallucinations. For someone to show up as a phantom in the Retroact Rain, two conditions must be met. Prior exposure to the rain, and a deep connection to the affected area. You were found in the Gorges of Spirits only recently, and this is your first time setting foot in Jinzhou, ruling out that possibility. Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesied about your arrival. I was told you'd come to the Norfall Barrens one day, to reclaim your lost power from Overthrax. I'll do everything in my power to help you make that happen. Yes, Madam Magistrate might not be aware of this as it happened before she was appointed. On the day I was selected to be the next general, Jue told me this. Beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront Threnodian. From the threat itself, he shall reclaim the power to conquer it. And if you are indeed the returning one mentioned here, we may actually get rid of that monster once and for all. You might have noticed something off about that moon. We call it the Void Plenilune. Once it fully takes shape, Overthrax, the Threnodian of War, would be reawakening soon. It is an ancient terror that reigns over our land, capable of devouring weapon frequencies to enhance itself. The Norfall Barrens have become a massive graveyard of weapons after countless battles. Those weapons would have made it even stronger than before. But we must act now. The Void Plenilune is already visible. We must contain the Threnodian swiftly. Any delay could allow it to recover and become harder to deal with. To remain calm in such an extreme situation, your composure is admirable indeed. We'll get into the specifics once we reach our base. I've taken care of all the tacit discord.
No hesitation.
Wait, is that?
Overthrax's towering statue, built from repurposed weapons and debris, has long loomed over Jinzhou as a foreboding symbol of our ongoing struggle. We managed to gravely injure it 3 years ago, making the statue sink into the water. And now it just resurfaced. Our enemy must be eager to strike. The Vanguard base is right up ahead. Let's hurry over.
Greetings, General.
Master Jianxing? Didn't know I'd be seeing you here.
Jianqin recently arrived at our base with one of the supply delivery teams. She has been a great help.
General, you flatter me. I've heard people comparing the Northfall Barrens to a massive graveyard. Whenever it rains, cries and moans can be heard as if many ghosts are weeping. Master once told me, life and death should follow a natural course. The heavens and the earth form a vast chamber where spirits freely depart and return. Countless brave souls have been trapped here by the evil powers of Overthrax. I want to help set them free.
Please follow me. Our main goal is to contain the reviving Threnodian, but we must beware of the tacit discords too. They have shown unpredictability in every past battle. The Academy determined they were not native to the Northfall Barrens, and instead had been conjured by a mysterious power. After analyzing their behavior, I believe the source of said power is none other than that statue. While the Overthrax is still weakened, we must seize the opportunity to act. With looming danger from the continued onsets of TD outbreaks and many of our units injured and unable to fight, it is crucial to plan our attack wisely. Please, join me in mapping out the strategic plans. I have split all combat units into 3 factions. The ranged units team will provide fire support from afar, while the infantry team engages in close combat. Lastly, we have the special task force of Rover, Yang Yang, Janshin, and me. Allow me to introduce Kong Lin, leader of the ranged units team. And this is Yue Hui. He's in charge of the infantry team. This is a topographical map of the Norfall Barrens. The Overthrax's power limits our reach. Outrider scouts can't go beyond the Norfall Barrens and Valley Junction. The deepest we ventured was 3 years ago, when we discovered the suspended ruins in its hinterland. But the terrain is treacherous, narrow and flanked by high cliffs on both sides, leaving only one path for our troops to travel. On the other hand, our enemies must take the same route if they want to attack us. With the Overthrax reorganizing their frequencies and bringing them back, we will face endless waves of attacks. Every time we cut down an enemy, it gains more power. Time is of the essence. We cannot afford a prolonged battle. We must swiftly and safely get our strongest units in the heart of the battlefield, reach that statue, and take down Overthrax in time. Rover, let's plan carefully and use each team's strength to our advantage. First, our ranged units. Armed with long-range weapons, they can strike from a distance. But we need to strategize based on the terrain, topography, and enemy forces. If we manipulate the terrain to our advantage, our strikes will be more effective and cover a larger range. Where should we deploy the ranged units? Deploying our ranged units high above the valleys in advance. This way, they'll provide cover for our close combat forces while staying safe themselves. We'll use their range advantage to the fullest. It's a smart move. Next, the infantry. They have been trained and equipped for close combat. The heart of Norfall Valley is our main battleground, where we'll fight our enemies head-on. We need to plan our attack wisely. How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
We could divert some forces to flank the enemy, disrupting their formation and gaining an edge. However, a successful outflank requires a wide battlefield, but the small passage of Norfall Barrens limits our options for movement. And we can't predict everything that'll happen on the battlefield. Our diversion could leave our front line vulnerable. It may not be the best strategy.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets? Now that the narrow terrain has dictated an inevitable confrontation. The infantry will attack head-on, breaking their line. Then our task force can strike where they're vulnerable. A reasonable choice. Lastly, the Special Task Force. All resonators with powerful abilities, they have superior mobility and combat skills. If the chance arises, they will be responsible for taking down the Overthrax. What should the Special Task Force do? We'll join our effort to break through their defenses and crush their source of power. This is the only way to completely rout the enemies. It's a risky but necessary move under our current circumstances. Thank you, Rover. The battle plan is clear. I will now recap our plan. Kong Lin, your team will take the cliffs for fire support. Yuehui, your team will charge enemy lines to pave way for the Special Task Force.
Yes, sir!
And I'll join Rover, Yang Yang, and Jian Xin to create an opening for our main forces and take down the Threnodian. Good. Are we all clear on what to do? Our next move is to reclaim the disruptor and break through the ground wave barrier. Rover, do you see that iridescent veil? That's the ground wave barrier. Overthrax set it up to absorb frequencies in the Northfall Barrens without interruption. One of our top priorities now is to protect the disruptor from tacit discord attacks. It's a powerful anti-Threnodian weapon from when Jinzhou was founded. We need it to break through this barrier. I'll leave it to the professional to explain the details.
Greetings, General Jian, Rover.
How's the preparation going on your side?
We've got good news and bad news. Good news is we've established connection to the disruptor and we're ready to go. Bad news is the disruptor's electric capacitor is damaged. Simply put, it's out of power. Fortunately, there should be a backup power outlet. To use the disruptor, we'll have to repair that outlet first, then wait for a full charge. Any questions? By the way, this is a weapon of mass destruction. The capital would want strict control over its use, I assume. Will they really approve our application?
The Magistrate and I have it covered. Trust me.
All right. We'll be waiting for the green light. Lastly, we've got more bad news. Baizha, please fill us in.
Yes. Rover, I am currently monitoring the tacit discord attacks from the Academy to design a safer route for you. We just received word from our soldiers at the emplacement. A large number of tacit discords are targeting the disruptor, and our troops are doing their best to defend it. The disruptor has been surrounded by the tacit discords, with more of them slowly closing in. After we recapture the nearby emplacement, it will take some more time for the disruptor to recharge. You may need to hold out a little longer. I'll send you the coordinates of the disruptor and its backup energy port. We wish you the best of luck.
I trust we all understand the situation now. Rover, Yang Yang, please go and secure the disruptor and fix its backup energy outlet. Jian Xin, please stay and guard the base. I'll draw those tacit discords away. Let's get moving. You must be...
Yang Yang, an outrider. General GN sent us here to help. How are things going?
Those monsters have occupied the emplacement with a surprise attack, but a few brave troops are still holding on. We've blocked off access to protect our base, but I'm opening it up for you. Please, they need your help. We're counting on you.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me.
The tacit discords are everywhere. They've cornered a soldier. Over there. He needs our help.
I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Serenade!
Speeding up.
Tempest!
Swift and resolute.
Let me be your blade. We should be safe now. I hope he's all right. Let's go check on him.
General, is that you? Is that so? Great. We know how important this cannon is. We kept it safe. Never let them have it. This reparation key, take it. I may not see our victory in person, but please, please defeat that monster for us. Thank you.
Yes, we will win. Please, rest in peace.
Hey! Storm, hear that command!
Disruptor's 50% charge. Enemies ahead. Watch out, Rover.
Moment of resonance. I sense your weakness.
Let me be. Disruptors at 80%. Their offense is weakening. Hold on just a little longer, Rover. Don't worry. Speeding up.
Shape the shapeless.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Disruptor's fully charged. Rover, let's take out the remaining tacit discords together. Synchronization. Hi.
Let the winds roar. Tempest.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows. The end has come. One more time.
Let me be your blade.
Hey, Wuthering. Shape the shapeless.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. The hour is upon us.
General.
Well done. The rain has stopped.
General, the retroact rain's effects are subsiding. We are observing a sharp decline in the number of TDs in the Northfall Barrens.
The disruptor is fully charged and ready to fire, but it takes a lot of energy to fire the disruptor. If we missed,
This is our only chance.
Greetings. Can you hear me? As the Magistrate of Jinzhou, I've obtained the approval to use the disruptor in combat. The enormous energy consumption, the risk of a misfire, and the weight of this decision, I will bear the responsibility. I alone will be accountable for the outcome of this battle, whatever it may be. General, Rover, please march on. May victory prevail the lasting night. I pray for your safe return.
Thank you for your trust, Madam Magistrate.
No need for that, General. We've always shared the same goal, you and I. Attention all units. Do everything you can to assist. You are authorized to use the disruptor.
Target the Northfall Barrens.
Defend Jinzhou at all costs!
Sounds come forth.
Rocks, 1 o'clock.
Watch out. Tacit discords incoming.
them.
Move! We're running out of time!
Quillity.
Ready for battle. Set. Wind Rider.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. No hesitation.
We'll shake them off. Use your grapple now.
Master Jianxing.
There's too many of them. Someone must stay behind to keep them at bay. Everyone, let's part ways here. Carry on with your mission. You can leave the rest to me.
Yang Yang, Rover, follow me. We're going down from here. Mind the cliff.
Rover, are you all right?
Stay sharp. More tacit discords incoming. The suspended ruins are ahead of us. The resonance beacon here is still functioning, and the defense feature is intact, too. We can catch our breath here. The Overthrax assault has been as brutal as expected. We've been cut off from our main forces. It's the three of us against all of them from here.
Master Jianxing, I hope she's okay.
I tried to contact her and our base, but nothing came back. The Threnodians' power is possibly interfering with terminal signals. We have no choice but to trust them now. Let's press on. We're bound to face a vicious fight. We've reached the suspended ruins. We'll get going once you're ready. It's unusually quiet inside. Tread with caution. This wall, we should be able to pull it away with our grapple.
For emergencies.
Every path ahead has been cut off. We're not seeing anything at the moment. Rover, Be careful. Something bigger might be waiting for us ahead. Wind from the fantastic discord at this level, but it won't stop us.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. Moment of resonance.
Storm, hear my command.
As expected, the enemies are increasingly strong as we approach the statue. Have you been injured, Rover, Yang Yang?
I'm okay, but Rover, he...
Give me your hand. Knew it. The battle has left you with a few scratches. I still have some first aid with me. Please use them. The upcoming battles will be even more dangerous. Should you get injured, you must let me know in time. Let's keep moving.
Speeding up.
There are several floating platforms ahead. Perhaps we can make use of them.
Watch out! I can feel tacit discords ahead.
You're wide open. Wind Rider. These rocks are blocking our way. We'll need to get rid of them.
Finally. Rover, you hear me? Our signals got blocked off by the Threnodian's power. Took us a lot of effort to make this call get through. I have to say, your terminal has a very intriguing design. We'd love to thoroughly investigate it once we have the chance. Now back to business. We are aware of your situation. Luckily, your current location is still within the Disruptor's range. We can provide fire support. You've seen what the Disruptor is capable of. We can turn down the output power, but I strongly advise finding cover far away.
The structure of this building is almost entirely destroyed. We'll need to create a safe space where we can take cover.
There is a floating platform over there. Perhaps we can make use of it.
Aim at that wall. We can pull ourselves over. Mortefi, it's time.
Understood. Watch out, everyone.
We did it.
The Disruptor's power is down to 1/3. We can only fire it one more time. After that, it needs to recharge. Take care, everyone. I'm on standby to help you anytime.
Let's try pulling the floating boulders together. This should make our path ahead. One moment, Rover. We can work the terrain to our advantage here. Let's try to pull the wall down on them, and they'll be trapped underneath. Well done. Same situation. Let's do it again.
Speeding up.
An impermanence heron. This place. Rover, let's approach it with care.
Shake the shakeless.
You're wide open. Yeah! Wind Rider. I can take it. And now.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. Moment of resonance.
Let me be your blade. Ha! Let the winds roar.
Ready for battle. Wind Rider. Take the time. Retreat to advance. Settle.
Let me be your blade.
So many enemies along the way. I couldn't have made it past them so fast without you. We're almost there. The statue's power is getting stronger. I can feel it. We don't have much time left. Let's move on.
There are more floors up there. But how are we going to climb up?
I can see a gravity stream ahead. It's currently blocked off. We'll pull the rocks away first, then let it carry us up there. More rocks. Let's remove them once we find a foothold. Extra supplies.
We have almost reached the top. That giant rock.
It moved a little. Let's...
Almost there. We finally did it.
We'll reach the top soon. The road ahead is completely blocked off. You choose where the disruptor's last blast hits. Make it count, Rover. May it cleave out a path for us. This amount of enemies, we cannot fire the disruptor again. Yang, you...
The Threnodian is only going to summon more of them as we go. We need someone to keep them away and escort the others into the statue. I understand you're planning to do it yourself, General. But I think I am better suited for this task. We all want to beat the Threnodian once and for all. I understand that you don't want to leave anyone behind. But we all know you and Rover have the best chance against that monster. Now that our shared goal is within hand's reach, I do not want to let it slip away.
Indeed, Yang. Turns out
I've witnessed the faith and fortitude of so many on our way here. It's time I fulfill their trust. Rover, please leave it to me.
Now, Rover. Please make the call.
I'll stand guard here. The Threnodian will not be able to draw more power from the monsters. I'll leave the rest to you.
It seems the culprit is hidden deep within this statue. This will be our final battle with the Threnodian. Rover, are you ready? Yes, so many have put their faith in us. Let's bring an end to this war once and for all. That's another moon. What on earth is happening? The Crownless. The Threnodian has reconstructed its frequencies. for battle. Mobilized. Time to strike. Those frequencies we just crashed. The moon is drawing them in. That moon has cannibalized the Crownless's remaining frequencies to create another monster. I remember I saw it during the battle beneath the crescent. Bide the time. Retreat to advance. Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. One more time. Sounds come forth. Ready for battle. Set. This is the swordsmanship we teach our new recruits. How dare you? You worry. Swift and resolute. Bad timing. No hesitation. Watch out for its ranged attacks! Rover, have you noticed? It avoids attacking the moon behind. That moon must be the core of our enemy. This thing is weakening. I'll shield you from its attacks. Rover, find a chance to strike its core. Copied my weapon already, huh? Retreat to advance. Fight back. I can take it. Retreat to advance.
None shall whisper. One more time. Down with the curtain.
Ready for battle. Bide the time. Retreat to advance. Bide the time. Don't you worry. Settle. I can take it.
Bad time.
You're wide open. Wind Rider. Bide the time. Till my last breath.
One more time. Bad time. None shall whisper.
Food. I want food. Huh?
As the conceptualization of war, somehow it opted to flee instead of fighting us properly. Rover, is that... This place is collapsing soon. Let's get out of here first.
An unexpected discovery.
Gather round, I have a tale to spin. Our feather-haired maiden faces a horde of beasts. And just in time, a ray of light. Sunbeams burst through the clouds, banishing darkness out of sight. From the statue emerged two... Guess who we have? None other than General Jian and the legendary Rover. And lo, ruins fell, a colossus shattered, the Overthrax meets its defeat. Mountains and rivers exulted in glee as the war's finale came to be. As they say, why fear when fate is ours to shape? Amidst setbacks, heroes will rise to conquer. Their determination fuels the fire of hope in our darkest hour. Under starlit skies we battled, divine rune roaring above. Now victorious, our songs of triumph shall shake the clouds. And our story goes on.
Keep your fangs sharp. It's time. War spares no one. The die is cast. Sever!
Leave it to me. Are those little flowers growing inside? Listen up. Roll for me. Bask in the sunlight.
Stay behind me. Frost flume. Shackles be gone.
Target confirmed. Sever! It's time. Strike! Unleash the fangs. Stay calm.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade. My luck seems better with you around. Brave.
Unleash the fangs. This should come in handy. It's time.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone. My luck seems better with you around. Cycle of corruption.
Target confirmed. It's time. Misery follows.
Stay behind me. A worthwhile expedition. Like frigid death.
Target confirmed. It's time. Strike!
Stay behind me. My luck seems better with you around.
confirmed.
Unleash the fangs. Sever!
Exterminate.
Strike!
Stay behind me. Found something you like. Keep them as you will.
See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full effect.
And that's thanks to your efforts, WinShu.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the Midnight Rangers tirelessly guarding the front lines, the Riverside Games wouldn't be possible. Don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a breather. It's not good to push yourself too hard. So, how about picking up an event to participate in?
WinShu, thank you, but you don't have to pitch me.
Why not? Go, enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still young.
Rover, it's good to see you here.
Oh, I guess you must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. I'm the director of the Riverside Games. You can call me WinShu. I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send out those invitations without Jian's reminder.
It's not worth mentioning, WinShu. This is the first Riverside Games in many years, and you must have been busy with various matters. I only offered a little help when I could. Rover, it's a slow day today. Please take a break and have some fun.
That's right. Go participate in the event, you two. That's how you enjoy your day off. Of course. The Jinzhou Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover. Only a few events specifically require participants to be Resonators. Other than that, there are no special restrictions for any event.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. Look at him. Jian still remembers the rules better than I do. Who would have thought? During the preparation, I came across some pictures from past games and instantly felt a rush of adrenaline. Ah, the memories of my youth. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines, getting ready for emergencies. The Riverside Games is their only chance to relax and have some fun.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Many of them are open to on-site registration. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings before the race begins. You can consult Wenshu should you need any assistance. Have a great time, Rover.
Oh well, I didn't invite him over for that. I hoped he'd come and relax, not find a new place to work. On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control without Jian's prudence. Sorry, I'm getting off track. The Gullpuff relay is about to start, and I have to go to the scene in case anything happens, especially those still warming up in the backup lane. Gotta bring them over. Rover, are you coming with me?
All those hours of training for nothing. We're doomed.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Ling Yan, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi, Wenshu. And this is?
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates accidentally injured themselves during warm-up. Luckily, the wounds weren't too bad, but the doctor said that they wouldn't be able to participate in the relay anytime soon. We've asked the organizing committee, said we could still participate with temporary teammates.
But the relay is starting soon. It's impossible to find another person to join us, not to mention two. First our captain had to quit because of some family emergency, and now this? Are we supposed to just wait for the next Riverside Games? Who knows when that will be?
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a Resonator. He's fully qualified for the Gullpuff relay. Still, it depends on whether he'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gulpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins. Thank you so much. If we could get the prize money, we'll definitely split it with you.
That's right. We'll buy you the best barbecue in Jinzhou. That place is everyone's favorite.
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh, why didn't I think of him?
Huh? Are you serious? The General doesn't look like he'd be interested in events like this.
Well, there's more to your General than you know. That's all I can say.
What do you mean?
Instead of asking questions here, why don't you just go and invite him?
I don't have the guts.
Go invite him now, and you may still have a chance to get him on board. Don't let others take your chance.
We're counting on you, Rover.
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in? Trouble? If you're comfortable sharing, tell me about it. Maybe I can help. So, you want me to join the relay as your temporary teammate? No. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed according to the Midnight Rangers units they belong to. Therefore, they're familiar with their teammates and have good teamwork. I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That candidate doesn't have to be me. Disqualification for teams without enough participants. Yes, I remember that rule. I imagine your teammates would be greatly disappointed if that happened. But given we never trained together before, it may prove challenging to win. A temporary team. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. It's been a long time since I've last heard that phrase. Indeed, no need to worry about the end result before the competition begins. Yes, I'll join you. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Huh. Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
You managed to rope the General in?
Greetings, General Jian, Rover.
Rover has told me what happened. I will join you.
Hooray! Now we can join the race. With General Jian and Rover on our side, maybe we can even aim for a new record.
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably won't hit the record. Unless...
Unless what?
Sorry. Forget about it. "10 years ago, a team set the record in the Gullpuff relay race. That record remains unbeaten to this day. Since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy. But the video of that race got borrowed and never returned. Bummer.
They set the record. They must have trained together for a long time. Well, we're a temporary team. Would have been able to learn much from it anyway.
Keep your chin up. Your hard work will pay off. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team too.
Wow! So even General Jian has heard of that race.
Yes. That was a good race.
Well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much time left, and we haven't even decided the relay order.
Ah, the relay order. It used to be decided by the captain. Then, General, can you decide it for us?
As you have trained together extensively, I trust you can decide the order better than me. I will gladly cooperate to the best of my abilities.
All right. In that case, I think Gunchuan would be perfect as a first runner.
Me? The first? Seriously?
You've always been the first runner during our training. Surely you'll make a good start.
The first runner doesn't need to coordinate with the two of us. He only needs to exchange the controller with Ling Yan. It's a safe arrangement indeed.
Phew. I'll do my best.
As for General Jian and Rover, I think... General, can you be the connecting third runner? Since you're familiar with both Rover and us Midnight Rangers.
A reasonable strategy. I agree.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Ling Yan, then General Jian, and Rover last.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax. I'm glad to hear that. Any other questions?
Yes! Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let him decide the name. Considering your character, I was expecting something different. Nevertheless, it is a good name. I have no objection. The name is settled then. Everyone, please get ready in your designated exchange zones. We can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
We're entering the final stage of the competition. General Jian and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Despite it being Rover's debut race, he's demonstrating impressive skill.
Come on! Come on!
Oh no! That team ran into a
We're in the lead now. Don't worry, keep going.
Take up is taking a commanding lead.
Wait, the gull puffs don't seem
I
right.
think this year's
Watch out.
championship is a foregone conclusion.
Beautiful. Ha! And brave. Frozen blockade.
Rover, are you all right?
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice briefly interrupted our team's channel. Wenchu, let's evacuate the spectators now. Send them back to the city in batches.
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. Ending it early may spoil their fun. The voice you mentioned, could it be our spectators cheering?
When Rover asked me to team up with him, I heard something similar by the racing lane. I have requested the monitoring data records of all nearby waterways from the Academy for safety measures.
I see. I thought the gull puffs were just frightened.
There might be an underlying cause of this unusual behavior. The records will take some more time to download. Evacuate the people first.
I trust your decision, but... A man somehow ended up riding a gull puff when it all happened, and he seemed to really enjoy it. Now other people are eager to give it a try too. They all seem super excited. I guess it will take some time to evacuate them.
Get that person to leave first, and the others should follow. Wenchu, I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make things easier for sure.
Thank you.
Sir, please calm down and stop talking about riding gull puffs.
But that was really fun!
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just need to confirm something. As I expected.
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel it at all.
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your sensitivity to pain. However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaking involuntarily, likely because the wound has been left untreated. Fortunately, it's not caused by the gull puffs. Please take this to relieve the pain for now.
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you've mentioned it.
All right. Have you calmed down now?
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to suspend the race for now.
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and I found unusual fluctuations near the upper waters to the north.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. I will investigate this further at a later time. Animals are often the first to detect signs of danger. Tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. They're very sensitive to any change in the frequencies in their surroundings. And that's why those gull puffs went haywire. I suppose that's why you asked me to check the monitoring data for you, GN?
Yes. The timing of this change is concerning. Why did it happen precisely during the Riverside Games?
Perhaps the Riverside Games frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes. Let's go.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks. GN, Rover, stay safe.
A worthwhile expedition.
Let's... Don't come near me!
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroact rain. We need to hurry up.
Bloom! Listen up! Roll for me!
Target confirmed.
Strike! War spares no one.
Let's participate. Together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow. You should relax. We can. Who knows when is the next? Let's go. Come on. Go. Take over.
Tacit discords. They won't. No. I can't. Help!
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games mingled together with cries for help. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Or maybe... Anyway, we have to figure it out. Yes and no. Technically, it's a replica of the city made up of remnant frequencies. Simply put, it's an illusion made of memories. Scholars would call it a sonorosphere. The environment here is ever-changing. One misstep and you may fall. Stay close to me.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with them. It's almost as if they're
merely soulless shells. Let's keep moving.
Ah, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork among members of a temporary team?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some memories. According to Mortefy's speculation, this sonorosphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequencies, and it led to the abnormal fluctuations we detected earlier.
Hey, look! Isn't that the temporary team? Oh, their last runner's actually catching up! Really? That kid! I remember, he's a new recruit! Impressive!
It's the tacit discords. Watch out. Target confirmed. Exterminate. Sever! They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem. All of this, I have a feeling it all ties back to the temporary team. I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was a part of that temporary team. Back then, it's the Nell Squares bell. worry. I'm here with you. We'll go see for ourselves. Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down. So is everything in this place like this? Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the tacit discords imitations?
They're tacit discords. Stay close to me.
We're not winning at this rate.
Back up.
It's too many of them! It's impossible! The reinforcement is here! No! No! They're all dead! No one's coming for us!
This is the remaining memory of the dead. We can't communicate with him. Yes, trapped inside his own memories.
We're not winning at this race!
Back up. If only I could.
Damn these monsters! Will they ever stop?
The fog is thickening. Stay alert. Be careful of the tacit discords, Rover.
Strike!
Misery follows.
Leave it to me. Roll for me. Mommy.
A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, a sudden TD outbreak struck the Deserac Highland. Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only ones who lost their lives in the Deserac Highland. This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverberations they left behind. As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. Now, they are just reenacting what happened in their memories. But it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting. Yes, the tacit discords are merging together. This will endanger more civilian lives if we allow it to occur. It would seem so. It's the bell. They must be showing the way for us.
It's nature's gift. Let's keep it well. Going against wind.
The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight. The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurings first.
My oversight. Ha! Shackles be gone.
Ready for battle.
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year of all times, when the Riverside Games had been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join your temporary team, so Ganchuan and Ling Yan can still participate in the race. We initially fell behind, but later reclaimed the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers, they must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the Tacit Discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a TD outbreak.
During that past battle on Desert Rock Highland, did you...
Yes. We fought together.
We didn't want it to happen again. All those deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on over.
Luminous energy.
Stay behind me. Be alert. Cycle of corruption. Lotus pervade.
Ready for battle. Unstoppable. The bell is right ahead.
Is it Nell Square ahead?
Let's go. Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included, until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is the place where our career as soldiers begins and ends. These monsters will never fathom the weight of their sacrifices.
Please, can't let this one pass. Let's go together. Sorry, I made a mistake. Champion. I trust you. Don't worry. We have GM on our side.
Target confirmed.
He's GM. Of course he can.
Summer!
Command, go.
Saw that coming. Unleash the fangs.
We'll do it together again.
Blue! Listen up! Life is in everything!
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade!
Target confirmed. Misery follows.
Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. We've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should deliver the sample to the Academy.
I trust you can use it to the full. I see my way clear.
We're no longer seeing any unusual fluctuations now. Good job. You should have successfully prevented a potential TD outbreak. As you requested, I compared the fluctuations with those of the previous outbreaks, and I did spot some similarities.
Thank you, Mortifi.
I'm not done yet. Thank me later if you must. Though there are some similarities, they aren't identical. I'm no expert in this field, and I can't give you any definitive conclusions yet.
This is the frequency sample I've recorded.
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know, Baija. She specializes in echoacoustic research, and the sonorosphere is her field of expertise.
Yes. Whatever you do, please keep it safe.
What now? You don't trust me?
I trust you as always, Mortifi. But this sample, it means a lot to me.
Rest assured. You should know how careful we are with our samples, especially such a valuable one.
This should be our wake-up call. The wave-worn phenomena is more complicated than we thought.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all these. By the way, the Riverside Games people were looking for you, GM. Probably wanted to discuss holding the event again at a later date.
Sure. I'll go talk to them once everything is settled here.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square.
It's time.
there is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would want to see how it's thriving now. This flower, we named it the Immortia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes, I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, we need something like this to hold on to. Thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. Now they no longer have to fight. And this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. Thank you for your concern. Every Midnight Ranger is prepared to die on the battlefield any day. I know this all too well as their general in command. Helping the souls of our fallen ones return to their homeland. This is one of the few ways I can honor their sacrifices. Rover, I have one more request. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me? Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jian. What a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time. Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happy in the safety of their pond. Happiness and safety often come at a cost, whether it be for fish or people. And if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. How time flies. I coordinated the Riverside Games that year, too. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now, it was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled during their first exchange. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulpuff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked. Just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot of the whole team. I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jian about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.
Bon, mesdames et messieurs, c'est ici que je m'arrête pour aujourd'hui. Hein. Ça a été toute une expérience. En vrai, là je pense qu'on vient de terminer, en tout cas, de ce que je peux confirmer, la quête principale de Xingqiao. De ce que, désolé si je le prononce mal, hein. Mais donc la ville principale, donc le premier acte, la première ville, la première région techniquement. Donc toute la grosse guéguerre et tout le patatras qu'il y avait autour de tout ça là. Bon, on vient de le terminer là. Du coup, je sais pas quand est-ce qu'est la prochaine grosse update. Je pense que c'est directement si on regarde au niveau des événements, je pense que c'est dans 2 semaines. Au moins environ dans 2 semaines. Après que la bannière de Yinlin disparaisse, on va probablement tomber sur sur la nouvelle version, la nouvelle update. Sinon, mesdames et messieurs, dites-vous une chose. D'ici les prochains jours, donc évidemment, il y aura légèrement un peu plus de live concernant Wuthering Waves. Mais surtout, il va y avoir au moins quelques-uns des lives, des vidéos qui vont concerner Genshin aussi. Puisque bon, il y a encore quelques petits événements qui sont censés arriver pour la version 4.7. Mais c'est surtout aussi avec toutes ces grosses annonces qui vont arriver pour la version 4.8, qui techniquement devrait être la dernière version avant l'arrivée de Natlan. Et par-dessus tout, mesdames et messieurs, notez aussi que d'ici un mois, le prochain mois, ce sera Zenless, je pense, le nom du jeu. Le prochain jeu de Hoyoverse. En tout cas, moi, je le réduis à ZZZ. Parce que vraiment, j'ai pas... Zen Zero, voilà. Je vais le raccourcir par Zen Zero, en fait. Donc Zen Zero qui a l'air quand même plutôt badass, qui a l'air vraiment stylé comme jeu. Puis en termes de gameplay, en termes de patte graphique, ainsi que dans le style de l'animation, les expressions faciales et tout, ça a l'air vraiment bien. Mais surtout niveau gameplay, ça a l'air plutôt cool, En fait, la majorité des jeux aujourd'hui, j'ai l'impression qu'ils se basent beaucoup sur du Devil May Cry, puisque c'est le type de jeu qui cartonne énormément. J'attends toujours Devil May Cry 6. Mais bon. Alors, évidemment, je peux pas vous laisser partir sans faire d'autres vœux, évidemment. Malgré qu'il est quand même cool, Jinyan, je suis pas... Son gameplay est plutôt cool. Mais forcément, son gameplay à elle, pour moi, était beaucoup plus intéressant. Surtout que c'est vraiment badass le style de Puppet Master, le marionnettiste, voilà. Je cherchais le terme. Le style de marionnettiste qui combat au corps à corps et tout. C'est un peu rare de voir ça, en fait. Donc dites-vous que si je fais forcément les vœux pour la bannière d'armes, c'est si j'ai le personnage qui vient avec. Donc on tire le personnage avant la bannière d'armes comme d'habitude. Par contre, je me dis que je peux peut-être faire un petit vœu pour essayer d'obtenir une épée 5 étoiles, histoire de la donner à... Malheureusement, ce ne sera pas le cas, mais essayer de la donner à mon Sephiroth, voilà. Je me souviens jamais de son nom, ok? Faut pas m'en vouloir. Ok, on va faire les 5 vœux, voir si on peut obtenir le personnage de Yinlin. C'est parti. Et on a toujours pas de 5 étoiles. On a que 5 vœux, donc nos chances sont extrêmes. Oh, attendez un peu. Oh, please. Oui.
What's that look on your face?
Let's go.
Surprised to see me?
Let's go. C'est parti. On a le perso. On va aller chercher l'arme. Ah, yes. Enfin. Quand même, fallait finir le mode histoire pour l'avoir. Hein. Ah, ça fait plaisir. Donc là, est-ce que je conserve les 3 petits vœux pour potentiellement voir quels seront les prochains gros persos qui vont arriver dans les prochaines updates, ou peut-être est-ce que je me mets les 3 autres vœux, malgré que je sais que ça en vaut pas la peine, parce que de toute façon, le truc de 80 vœux est déjà passé, déjà. Dans 80 tentatives, vous obtenez un personnage 5 étoiles, donc évidemment, c'est pas... on est vraiment pas sûr d'obtenir 5 étoiles de toute façon. Mais on peut tenter quand même. On va se faire plaisir, hein. Moi, je vous fais plaisir, ça me fait plaisir. On s'amuse. Donc moi, j'ai aucun problème avec ça. C'est... comment je pourrais dire? Il y a d'autres jeux qui sont censés arriver potentiellement prochainement, peut-être. Ça reste encore à voir. Je pense, bon, évidemment, notamment à Zen. Quel autre jeu qui est censé arriver bientôt? J'en ai aucune idée en vrai. Faudrait que je revoie. En tout cas, une chose est sûre, c'est que le prochain Star Wars Outlaws, je suis pas chaud, mais je suis pas froid non plus à l'idée de l'essayer quand même. Hein. C'est peut-être un jeu que je vais peut-être essayer, mais probablement pas Day One. Oh, c'est du mauve. Assassin's Creed Shadows, non plus. Pour moi, c'est non. Hein. C'est autant que j'aille jouer à Ghost of Tsushima. Hein. Et on n'a pas l'arme 5 étoiles, malheureusement. Donc ça va être vraiment va falloir farmer le stuff le plus possible. Hein. Du coup, justement, j'aimerais savoir c'est quoi son arme. Donc c'est au critique qui monte. Amplification électrique, tous les dégâts élémentaires augmentent 12%. Quand vous infligez des dégâts de la compétence résonatrice, l'attaque augmente 12%. Cet effet peut être cumulé 2 fois. Il dure 5 secondes. Lorsque vous n'êtes pas dans le combat, l'attaque augmente 12% supplémentaire. D'accord. Donc c'est vraiment. Donc l'arme, elle vaut quand même fortement la peine d'aller la chercher en fait. Eh ben. Oula. On va se calmer 2 minutes. Merci beaucoup. On a assez de stuff pour pouvoir l'upgrader facilement. Ouais. Est-ce qu'on peut... On peut pas la faire l'ascension au niveau 50 par contre. Donc on va peut-être faire ça une prochaine fois. Ok. Donc là évidemment, on va lui donner une arme 4 étoiles. Pas trop le choix. Donc ça, on laisse ça à Verina. On en a 2 comme ça? Ah ouais. Ok. Quand vous utilisez la compétence d'intro, l'attaque augmente 8% PV. Ah, ok. C'est pas... Quand vous récupérez des points d'énergie concertante... C'est pas folichon, hein, comme... C'est pas folichon, ces armes-là, hein. Bon, déjà... Voilà. Donc, ouais, non, c'est ça. Il y a certains jeux qui arrivent au courant de l'année qui ont l'air quand même hyper intéressants. Alors déjà, l'année prochaine, on va avoir le droit à du nouveau Doom. Il va y avoir plein d'autres jeux qui ont l'air vraiment sympathiques. Ça va être énorme. Ça va être énorme en termes de jeux pour l'année 2025, ça je vous le dis. Pour 2024, faut attendre encore. Faut attendre encore de voir qu'est-ce qu'ils vont nous pondre. Surtout que dites-vous une chose. Il n'y a aucune chance qu'il y ait un retour sur du Diablo 4 non plus. Malgré l'annonce qu'ils ont fait concernant le DLC qui devrait arriver, je suis pas chaud, hein. Surtout pour le prix qu'il est. Hein. Pour ceux qui ne le savent pas, hein, c'est pour le DLC, il paie le prix d'un jeu entier. Donc forcément, moi je suis un peu froid. Hein. Je suis un peu froid à l'idée de de jouer un jeu plein, un DLC qui est payé plein prix pour d'un jeu ordinaire, quoi. Bon, ben voilà, c'est pas mal ça. Là, je veux quand même voir ses stats. 18% pour 166 de dégâts critiques. Donc on n'est pas sur quelque chose d'énorme. Mais je suppose que ça peut marcher. Nouvelle team. Ouais.
Anything you need me to deal with?
Voilà. Ah, c'est cool. Là, ok. Pour le moment, on va faire avec. On va faire avec ça pour le moment. Mais sinon, vraiment, j'ai hâte de voir la suite de tout ce qui va se passer pour le reste de Wuthering Waves. Donc, mesdames et messieurs, sur ce, c'est ici que je vous quitte pour ce soir. Donc, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé. On se retrouve très bientôt pour la suite sur Wuthering Waves et pour des autres jeux qui vont arriver d'ici là. Donc, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé. On se retrouve très bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures sur Wuthering Waves. C'était GeekYoshii pour vous servir. À la prochaine tout le monde. Ciao ciao.